Is it working?
Is it working?
We're live!
Hooray!
Let's
Okay.
see if I can find it on here. Oh, I just got a notification.
All right.
Yay. Alright. Oh yeah, I'll turn my volume down.
I'm gonna echo. Hello. All right, so we're gonna wait a minute, see if people jump on. Hello, Anna. It's good to see you. Okay.
There's me.
Hi, Hope. Okay. So, oh wow, the tag on my ears is sticking out. This is real life,
professional.
peeps. Okay. So, hello.
Hi,
my lovely
everybody.
friends. Welcome to the first discussion for the Tale as Old as Time book club. Hope's got her tea.
Yay, I do.
Well,
in Abby's Winnie-the-Pooh
in my Winnie-the-Pooh mug.
because it's
Because
super cute and
why
fits.
not? Yeah.
So
I'm in my
oh, the
Epcot
lipstick.
UK Pavilion t-shirt, which has Tigger, which I just realized is kind of awkward because Tigger's not actually in the first book. But
It still goes.
it's fine.
It still goes with the
We're
theme.
fine. Okay.
Oh, Nicole's here. Hi, Nicole.
Hello. Okay, Hope's gonna be like watching the chat because
Yes, that's so if I keep looking down, that's what I'm looking at.
yeah, so that I can talk. Okay. So I'm so excited.
We should explain what this is.
All right, welcome to the Tale as Old as Time book club. If you're new here, hi, I'm Abby.
My
That's
name is
Hope.
Hope.
We're the Disney sisters. We do a lot of Disney content here on our channel.
Mhm.
And recently I started a book club right here that we host. Every month we vote for a book that is either based on a Disney movie or has a Disney movie based on it.
Yeah.
And we read it together and then we discuss it in a live show. So this is our first live stream. So bear with us if things go terribly, horribly wrong.
Alicia's here.
Hello! If things go wrong, it's
It's gonna be great.
we're gonna do great. All right. So let me see.
So we
what I
do
have
want
to
this
talk
to
about.
be like more of a conversation with you guys. So if you guys have things to say about the book or what you thought about it or anything, we would love to talk about it with you guys.
Put it in a comment. We'll
Yep.
chat about it. So
Janice is here.
Hi, Janice. All right.
Oh,
So
Allie's here.
my friends are here.
Everybody's
Hello, everybody. So I am gonna announce the April book also on this live. So
I don't know why that sounded bad.
stay tuned for that. We're going to talk about that. But for now, we're going to talk about this lovely book that's backwards for you guys. But it's fine. It's
Still
Winnie-the-Pooh.
beautiful backwards.
This is true. This is true. All right.
Oh, let's see. Oh, Vicky's here.
Hi,
From
Vicky.
the UK.
Hey, girl. Okay. So, first question I have to ask you guys, because I'm curious. Which chapter was your favorite? Which story is your favorite tale from the 100-Acre Wood? Because my personal favorite, I think, is chapter 4, which is where Eeyore loses his tail. I just love that chapter. It makes me happy. And what I love about it is that it kind of gives you a view of, like, what's happening in the 100-Acre Wood as far as the dynamics, I guess, go.
Who's really in charge?
Who's in charge? Like, overall, yes, Christopher Robin is the head of his animal posse, but, like, Owl thinks he is all that and bag of chips, which is quite funny.
Janice says that was her favorite also.
Oh, I love that one. Yes. Good.
What would
Good
you say was
choice.
your second?
My second favorite, I mean, I love chapter 2, in which Pooh gets stuck in Rabbit's door. Pooh goes visiting and gets into a tight place, because I think that one's hilarious. The other one I love is Piglet tries to catch a Heffalump, I think is what it's called. Let me see which chapter number this is.
That doesn't end badly.
Piglet meets a Heffalump, chapter 5. Because Piglet is my favorite 100-Acre Wood character. And I love him. He's so fearful, but it's adorable.
So
Yeah.
Nicole's daughter's favorite was chapter 6.
Chapter 6. Oh, chapter 6 is a good one. Eeyore's birthday.
Oh, yeah.
Yes. Did anyone else find it ridiculously adorable when Piglet is carrying the balloon? Look at this illustration. Also, can you guys see that?
Go, Piglet, go.
I love him so much. Piglet's just my favorite. I'm sorry if the camera shakes. We're on a table. It's a little shaky.
Yeah. But, and sorry if we keep, like, looking at ourselves, because, like, we're not used to, like, having the screen right in front of us.
This is new. Okay.
Look at the camera.
And the other thing I love about Chapter 6 is when Pooh gives Eeyore the very useful pot, and Piglet gives him the uninflated balloon. And Eeyore is so happy just putting the balloon in the pot, and taking it out of the pot, and putting it in the pot. And it's so precious. I just love
Chapter
it so
6
much.
was Vicky's favorite, too.
It's a good one.
And she loves that the storybook pin is that scene.
Yes!
Which is pretty awesome. We have ours, it's on the other side of you. But it's right here. Yeah.
Yeah. This
I
one!
love that. Oh, do we want to talk about how crazy it is that this is the pin release for this
weird?
month? Like, it was meant to be that we would read
it was
Winnie-the-Pooh.
perfection, I think. Yeah, the scene inside is Pooh stuck in Rabbit Store in Chapter 2. I love it. Yeah, that's a great chapter, I think.
Oh, thanks, Janice. Do you like our background?
We
tried to theme it as much as we could.
Yeah.
This piece right behind us is actually a calendar, the top of a calendar.
Yep. From Thomas Kincaid and Disney, of course, because he's
Chapter
the best.
5 is Anna's favorite.
Chapter 5, in which Piglet meets a Heffalump.
Yeah.
It's a good one. Yeah, it makes me so happy. I love, in a way, how the 2011 movie, I'm going to talk about the movie for a second, because the 2011 movie is my favorite one, changed the Heffalumps to be the Baxen, which is, I don't remember him being in the books at all, the Baxen concept, but the pit is still a part of the movie.
I think
it's so cute.
Like, Disney created the Baxen to be to show the character's relationship to Christopher Robin and like how they understand the real world,
right?
Or how they don't understand it. But exactly. I think they kind of made it.
It's
made
very
it for
fun.
that purpose.
I like it a lot. Okay, so my next question. Did you? Okay, that's a weird question. Hold on. What I'm curious because I know my reading routine is anytime and every time. But do you guys have like a routine in which you read? Like, how fast did you finish the book? Stuff like that. I'm just curious because I
like what. When do you find the time?
When do you time the find to read? That makes a lot of sense. That was a great sentence.
For you, it's not really a routine.
Yeah, I don't really have a routine. I read this in like 2 days just by sitting down for a couple of hours and reading it, which I honestly probably would have liked to go a little slower, but I can't help myself. I get caught up in the 100-Acre Wood, and I'm just so happy to be there, and I love it. So, yeah, I'm just looking at Christopher Robin and Piglet on the page, and it's really
love the illustrations.
Making my heart very happy. It's a horrible Heffalump.
Did you ever show the back cover of this book? Because the back cover is really pretty too.
This is a scene from chapter 5? No. I don't know. It's the one where it's snowy and they're tracking the tracks, and the quote says, "Pooh, promise me you won't forget about me ever. Not even when I'm 100. So cute.
So Anna said, I usually read before I go to bed.
That's a good time to read.
That's a good one.
I do that a lot, too.
Vicky said that, too. Vicky said, did anyone else stop reading Pooh say, oh, help, and just read it as, oh, bother, in your head? That's hilarious.
That's another thing I wanted to discuss with you guys and see if you thought was interesting. The changes that the Disney movie made, whereas in the book, Pooh's voice is described as being very growly.
Yeah, that's
and gruff,
one thing
and
that
like almost what you would expect a bear to sound like.
Yeah.
And in the movies, it's Sterling Holloway, and then it's Jim Cummings, and it's very
Why do you think they
very gentle?
did that?
I think probably just because a growly voice is not super attractive to children, I would think.
Well, and I think the way that they changed Pooh's voice makes us like him because of
he's more lovable.
How we think of him. Yeah.
Right.
We don't think of him more as a bear, more of a plushie.
Like your best friend plushed animal that you slept with for years when you were a kid. He sounds more like a teddy bear would sound versus how an actual bear would sound.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I feel. I thought that was interesting. An interesting change that the movies made.
Okay, so Nicole said they read it before bed.
It's a good time.
And then Belle reads it for 30 minutes, and then I continue to read it with her. That's cool.
Nice.
Alicia takes it in the car with her, and then reads it while she's waiting in the car.
Oh, that's a great idea.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not while driving.
No. Although, I know a lot of people listen to audiobooks while they drive.
Safety first,
It's
everyone.
like listening to music, but...
Oh, Janice did the audiobook.
Oh, good. How was it? I'm curious.
You should hear the narrator do those. Very interesting. So I wonder if they did the voices differently.
Yeah, I should hope so. I mean, I feel...
Holly's here.
Oh, hi,
Holly.
I feel like every character, even in just reading the book, has like a very distinct voice in my head.
Yeah.
Which probably is partially due to the Disney films. And a lot of them, I read them in their Disney voices. Because, that's the best.
Yeah,
That's the best way to do it.
I do for sure.
Yeah.
And I think we're going to find that a lot as we keep going in the book club, as we keep reading books that have Disney movies that we know and love already. I think we're going to kind of already have those images and those words in our head of what Disney did with the characters. Melissa's here. Hi.
Hello.
Janice said, yes, all the voices are done with different character voices.
Wow.
Interesting.
That sounds cool. I mean, I know I just read it, but I might just have to, listen to the audiobook.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah.
Or I guess I could do House of Pooh Corner. I'm curious, did anybody, continue on and read House of Pooh Corner 2?
Yeah.
Or did everybody just read?
Did everyone finish? I know sometimes it can be hard to, finish, in the certain time, so I'd be curious if you guys finished or if you still have a little bit left.
Yeah.
Alicia said I always hear the distinct voices. Yeah. I feel like
Milne did
that's
a really
going to
good
happen a
job
lot.
with that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see. What else do we want to talk about? Let's see. Okay, question. Which do you guys think, which chapter carried over to the films the best? Which was best adapted? Whether you watch the movies or not, you guys probably are familiar with the films. So, which do you think was the best? I love how they adapted. Obviously, I talked about Eeyore loses his tail in the 2011 movie. I love that scene so much. My favorite scene in the movie is still in the book, and I love how directly quoted it is, which is when Owl's telling him about how they have to issue a reward, and Pooh is like, you sneezed. He's like, no, I didn't.
Bless you.
I said issue a reward. He's doing it again. I love how they added Eeyore into that scene in the movie. It makes me so
issue, not at you. Maybe you should lie down.
Oh, it's the best. It's the best.
Okay, Nicole said they finished, but didn't continue to Pooh Corner. Alicia said she's planning to read on to Pooh Corner, but hasn't.
Okay.
And Holly wants to read Pooh Corner as well.
What I love about Pooh Corner, and I'm curious to see, did any of y'all know that Tigger was not in the first book? Because he wasn't in what I love about it, I think Disney did a great job, because Tigger's not in the first, I think, 2 of the many adventures of Winnie-the-Pooh. They brought him in later as well, and I appreciated that from Disney, because
but Tigger's such a fan favorite that they had to
they had to put him
incorporate him into everything.
Right. Let's see, what chapter does he come in even? I know it's a big deal when he comes in, because everyone's like, there's a new thing in the forest. Yeah, Tigger comes to the forest. Oh, he's only in chapter 2. So he's in most of House of Pooh Corner. Let's see, there he is. There's our good old friend, Tigger. But yeah, he's not in the first one, and I find that a lot of people don't really know that. Because Tigger is, I know, a lot of people's favorite 100 Acre Wood character.
For sure.
So, that's another question I'm curious. Who's your favorite character? Mine is probably Pooh, but I do love Piglet a lot. So, who would you say?
I think Piglet.
Yeah.
Probably, because he is kind of like the balance to Pooh.
Yeah.
which is funny because I think if you were to ask, like, who is the worrier of the 100 Acre Wood, it could be a lot of them.
Yeah.
I think Piglet is in some ways. I think
Rabbit
is in some ways.
Owl sometimes.
But he doesn't admit it. Like,
right.
He knows, he just makes up his own answers.
That's, basically how Owl works.
Let's see. Gotta scroll back up here. Melissa said, I need to get into this reading thing. Yeah, you do. I definitely need to start reading more books.
Yeah.
I'm the worst at sitting down and getting into books.
I understand.
Nicole said, I've never seen Chapter 7 in any movie, but several others are cute in movies. Yes.
See, I forget which chapters are in which chapters are which.
So they
Seven,
definitely
I think,
pick and choose which chapters.
Oh, Kanga and Roo. Yeah. This one is actually in Piglet's big movie, which was a direct-to-DVD. It came out when we were pretty young, but
yeah,
it's really good. I love that one. And this one is in that, because it's kind of focused on Piglet, so it's more of the stories that he's in. So, Chapter 7 and Chapter 8 are both in Piglet's big movie.
My favorite, this is Holly, my favorite part was when they switched Piglet and Roo.
Yeah.
Not in the original film, but it's in one of the others, right?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Alicia noticed that Tigger was missing. I didn't remember that from when my kids were younger.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Janice finished. I did not realize that Tigger was not. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. It's so interesting because he's such a staple of the media surrounding this book now that it's kind of easy to forget that he's not an original. He's not part of the OG 100 Acre Wood gang.
I feel like a lot of people, Tigger either always goes with Pooh or
right.
Tigger is their favorite character.
Right.
So.
Right.
Vicky said, I watched the movie last week too, and I love that the rain cloud scene worked really well in the movie.
It really did.
I love Christopher Robin walking around saying, "Tut tut looks like rain." Yeah.
That's one of my favorite scenes too. I love it. And I love the song, Little Black Rain Cloud. It's very comforting. It's comforting to me now, because I've heard it my whole life. You know?
Yeah.
It's very nice.
Nicole said Belle's favorite is Kanga and Roo, and I'm an Owl fan.
Oh, cool.
Holly's favorite is Kanga and Eeyore.
I love Kanga.
Anna likes Piglet. I don't know why I said Piglet.
Piglet.
Janine, Disney DIY. Hi. Welcome. Pooh for sure. Mm-hmm. Just feel like hugging him. Yes. This
so true.
Up here is Abby's Pooh.
I take him with me on vacations. And
he is solely for hugging purposes.
He's so snuggly.
Okay, Nicole said, because of this book club, I've been able to watch several live-action Springtime with... I've been able to watch, several. Live-action Springtime with
Roo. With Roo. I haven't
okay.
seen that one in a long time.
Book of Piglet, or Book of Pooh, Tigger movie, Winnie-the-Pooh movie, but not Piglets yet.
Okay. Piglets is really good.
That's another good question. Of all of the Pooh movies, which one is your favorite, if you had to, pick one?
Yeah. I would say the 2011, the newest one that they made. Because it makes my heart happy. But I do love Piglet's big movie.
I think mine would be Piglet's big movie because they kind of elaborate more on his personality and the emotions that are going on inside of him.
Yeah.
Towards the others. The others, I think the premise is that he doesn't get noticed, or he feels like he's not getting noticed by the others because they're all busy doing other things, and he's like, but I'm just little Piglet. Then by the end, they're all like, we love you, Piglet. We notice you.
Piglet. Yeah.
Yeah.
And also, we quote that movie so much because there's a scene at the beginning where they're trying to relocate the bees from a hive so that Pooh can get the honey. And his job, he's just got this megaphone. He goes, buzz, buzz, great new hive. And we say that so much whenever we see a bumblebee, we're like, buzz, buzz, great new hive. Oh, it's so good.
Holly loves the Tigger movie.
Oh, yeah, that's a good one. That one is so emotional. That one makes me cry. It is a roller coaster of emotions.
Robin's here. Hi, Robin.
Hello.
The Tigger movie's fun. Anna likes Pooh's Heffalump.
Oh, Pooh's Heffalump movie.
I haven't
That's another
seen
one I
that
haven't seen in a
one
long time.
In a very long time.
But I love Lumpy. He's one of my favorites. He's right there.
And then Melissa said, "Is there a Facebook group for this?" I swear I've seen it. Coming soon.
Yeah, I will start one if you guys are interested.
So it's on YouTube pretty much, and then we have done some posts on Instagram
about it,
posting about it.
Yeah, I could start a Facebook group. I haven't thought about that, but I should.
Yeah,
it's a good idea.
We need to put more effort into our Facebook page.
We
do have a Facebook page
so sad.
for the channel, but yeah, we need to put more effort into that.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. Melissa said, "This chat is making me want to watch all the Pooh movies again."
Yes, me too. I want to binge them all and watch them all. And there's so many little ones that I forget about, like the straight to DVD or VHS, whatever they were at the time, like Springtime with Roo and Pooh's Heffalump movie, and those that I just forget exist, and I feel bad about that because I love them. There was a while there where Disney was really pushing Roo as a character.
Yes, he came out
all
on
of the movies were about Roo.
Does this have Roo on it? Yeah. Even the mug has Roo on it. Kanga's not on it.
I love Roo. He's adorable. I think I like Kanga more, but see, here's the thing.
I love Kanga too.
It's so interesting. She's the only female character in the 100 Acre Wood,
and I think they did it on purpose to make her she's the mother character, but not only Roo's mother. Right. She's everyone's mother.
And it's also interesting because you realize this is from being told from the imagination of a 7-year-old boy or a 5-year-old boy. I don't even know how old Christopher Robin is supposed to be, but of course the boy would make all of his characters boys, except for the mother, who would be a mother, which is interesting. I think AML did a really good job as far as writing from his son's head. What would he come up with? And these are the adventures that he would have.
Okay, everyone wants a Facebook group, so
okay, I'll get working on that.
Melissa said #Pooh movie marathon.
Yes. We'll have to do that sometime.
Alicia said they all need a mother.
This is very true.
Each chapter you realize more and more.
They really, it's some of these could have been avoided had Kanga been in the forest sooner. Also, did anyone else find it hilarious, the absolute drama of Kanga and Roo's arrival in the forest? Because the first sentence of the chapter is, "Nobody seemed to know where they came from, but there they were in the forest. Kanga and Baby Roo." I just find that so funny.
Drama overload.
Oh, man. The kangaroos are here. It's crazy. Okay, let me see what else I was going to talk about.
Robin said, "Can we Facebook group watch a movie together?" That would be fun.
That would be fun. I mean, we probably could have everybody start it at this time, and we'll just chat about it.
Yeah,
on Facebook.
I don't know how that would.
I don't know.
That would work, but that'd be fun.
That was
we
a
could all
fun
eat popcorn
concept
at the same time.
Ooh, that's a good idea. Food is always accepted. Okay, question. Another question, because I just like asking questions, apparently. Which of Pooh's poems was your favorite? Because he has a lot in here. Because he makes up his little hums to himself. My favorite one is the one he tells to Kanga, I think. Because I just find it fun. Like this one. "Now, it is true or it is not that what is which and which is what." I love the way he plays with words. It's so fun. And he's it makes no sense sometimes, but it's adorable.
100 Acre Drama.
That's
a new hashtag
100
right
Acre
there.
Drama. 100 Acre Drama Part 2 is when the tiger arrives.
Who is this tiger?
This very bouncy tiger. Who's a little caffeinated, I think.
Anna didn't get to that chapter.
That's okay. Sorry. My voice is gonna go out on me. Okay. Let's see. So, who wants to play some trivia?
Oh.
Do you want to play some trivia?
Sure.
See if you were paying
Although
attention.
I'm just gonna read and see who answers correctly first.
All right. First question. What is the name that Pooh lives under? Even if you don't know the book, you might know this answer.
I feel like we need a little like jingle or something. That's not copyrighted.
So I'm making it up off the top of my head.
Okay. Sanders. Let's
Mr.
see
Sanders.
who got it first. Nicole got it first.
Good job.
Nicole, Vicky, Anna, Alicia, Robin, and Melissa all got it right.
That is one of my favorite parts of the movie. The very first scene you see, and he's like, what does under the name mean? Means he had the name over the door in gold letters. And he lives under it. Just love it.
Yeah.
Okay, next question. How is it that Pooh decides to catch a Heffalump? What is his plan of action to catch a Heffalump? Which, considering how scared they all are of Heffalumps, I don't really know why they're planning to catch it.
Because they know they have to deal with it once they catch it, right?
Yeah. But it's fun. It's a fun chapter anyway.
That's a really big bathtub, my goodness.
I know. Bathtubs were way bigger back in the day.
At least in this book they are.
Or maybe it's just with Christopher Robin. It's very
I think
small,
maybe they did it on purpose.
very small boy in a regular-sized bathtub.
Okay, Nicole said a big hole.
A very deep pit.
Nice. You're 2 for 2, Nicole. That's awesome.
Nicely done.
Click on the draw.
All right. This is from, like, the last chapter, I think. Or second to last chapter. What is the name of Christopher Robin's ship? The ship? His ship? The ship that he has in chapter 9.
Oh, Alicia said trap them in a hole. Good job.
Yeah.
Wait, what was the question? I missed it.
What is the name of Christopher Robin's ship in chapter 9? He calls it the good ship.
Lollipop.
No. It's not Lollipop.
Man.
Wrong.
The chat is silent. I think I hear pages rustling. People are, chapter 9.
It is the last page of chapter 9 is where you can locate it. Captain C. Robin, first mate P. Bear. He takes it, uses it to come and rescue Piglet from the rain, the flood. The rain coming down.
The brain of Pooh? Robin!
Good job! The brain of Pooh. I love how he also names Pooh's honey pot that he's like floating on. He calls that the floating bear, I'm pretty sure. Yeah. The floating bear is this honey pot. This is the good ship, the floating bear.
I think another cool thing that you notice in reading the book is how Pooh is set apart to Christopher Robin as his favorite.
His chosen.
Even though he loves them all and he takes care of them all, and clearly they're all, part of the family, he still has like this special bond with Pooh, and has these special conversations with Pooh, and names his boat after him.
Yeah. Well, it's nice thinking back to when I was like little, and you have one particular stuffed animal that's like your favorite. Yeah. You sleep with it and stuff. You have a ton of others, but like that one is special, and that is how I feel.
I feel like Pooh was the one that went with him everywhere. Right. And the others,
as we know from the first part,
because he
comes downstairs and goes to bath with him and stuff like that. Yeah.
So he just never left his side.
Yeah. Pooh's his special.
Awesome.
Special one. All right. Let's see. So we're going to play a bit of a game. It's not trivia, but I'm curious what you guys are going to say. So we're going to go character by character, and I want you guys to give me 3 words to describe that character.
Ooh.
You can play along, because you know the characters. So, let's start with Pooh. Start with her friend Pooh Bear. So 3 words that you think describe, if you were going to tell someone what Pooh is like in 3 words, what would you say?
Janice said, I think I have a lag going on. Oh no, we're driving back home. Okay. Oh, that's fun.
Have a safe trip.
Okay. Janine said, huggable, cute, and kind.
Those are good ones.
Robin said, literal, friendly, and kind. I was thinking literal too, Robin.
Yeah. I love the scene when Rabbit is like breaking down this plan of how to swap Piglet for Roo, and Pooh is so confused the whole time. He is not following
we
at
love
all.
You, but you're a silly old bear.
But I love him so much. Oh.
Nicole said simple, kind, and a friend. Simple's a good one. Yeah. Alicia, huggable, hungry, and friend.
Hungry's a good one too.
Me. Allie said humble, kind, caring. Yeah. Melissa said hungry, thoughtful, friendly. Thoughtful's a good one.
Thoughtful's a good one. He does a lot of thinking. He just doesn't often get anywhere with it, but he does a lot of thinking.
Robin said confused is another good word for Pooh.
Mm-hmm.
Hungry is a great word, yeah.
So what would you say?
I think... my first word was loyal.
Yeah, that's what my first thought was.
Super loyal to Christopher Robin.
And his other friends in the 100 Acre Wood. He's just very loyal.
Mm-hmm. I think literal was another one that came to my mind. It's like, I had the...
Lion King 1.5.
Yeah.
It's like, you can't say things to Pooh. You can't use metaphors. He takes things literally.
Yeah. When, in The Lion King 1.5, when... What's his mom's name?
Timon's
mom is talking to Rafiki, and she's like, you can't
use metaphors on Timon. He takes things literally.
That's what I feel like.
So good. Okay, so let's go with Piglet. He's the next one that came to my mind, because he's the next one on this page that I'm looking at.
Okay, Piglet, hello, my thing just changed. Okay, we're good. For Piglet, I would say timid.
Mm-hmm.
I would say...
I'd say loyal, too.
I was going to say loyal. I think he's... Piglet is more understanding of the other characters than anyone else in the 100 Acre Wood.
He's very, like, conscientious, I guess would be the word I'm looking for. Like, he cares about it.
Yeah, he
wants everyone to be happy.
And
be comfortable.
Okay, let's see. Alicia said scared, timid, sweet. Robin said cautious, sweet, fretful.
Fretful. Yeah. That's a good word, fretful.
Janine said cute, timid, and emotional. Emotional, yes. Melissa said timid, loyal, gentle. Nicole, scared, loyal, and careful.
Those are good ones. Emotional is one I didn't even think about. But, like, after Kanga gives him a bath and he spends the night crying in his bed. Like, that's how he spends the rest of his day.
He's, like, traumatized.
Poor traumatized Piglet. So what about Eeyore? Who he gets his fair share of time in this book. Yeah.
Character. Because I feel like from the books to the movies, they kind of changed Eeyore's character a little bit.
They honestly...
or they just don't unpack what is Eeyore.
I feel like he doesn't get as much screen time as he does in the page time.
Yeah.
Because he's there quite often in the books. He's kind of grumpy, but he's there.
Yeah.
What would you say for Eeyore? I'm trying to find the chapter. There it is.
Misunderstood. I think he's... I don't know. I'm, like, trying to think of words that, like, describe, because he's...
I think he is...
I think he's deep. I think he's a lot deeper than the others.
Right. Like, there's a scene where it's when Eeyore's birthday in chapter... What chapter is this? 7? 6? I'm wrong. It's chapter 6. But Pooh says, "Many happy returns of the day, Eeyore, and many happy returns to you, Pooh Bear. But it isn't my birthday." "No, it's mine. But you said many happy returns." "Well, why not? You don't want to be miserable on my birthday, do you?" And I just love that about him. He's so fun. He's kind of gloomy, but he's fun.
Okay, Robin said sad, adorable, accepting.
Oh, accepting's a good one, too.
Nicole, gloomy, thankful, funny. Oh, those are her daughter's words. Those are good.
Those are good ones.
Janine, forgetful, friendly, lonely. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, Allie has to drop off.
Bye,
Allie. Thank you for joining. Robin said, I like gloomy better than sad. Yeah, I feel like,
he's not really sad. He's just kind of pessimistic.
He has a rough life.
Yeah.
And so I think his experiences are weighing on him more.
What are you saying? Eeyore was before he got here.
I feel like Eeyore might have been the one that was like not like a hand-me-down, but like from another place. Older and had seen more than the other characters. That's my personal. I kind of feel like maybe he had another life before.
Before Christopher
maybe I'm
Robin.
digging too deep into that. I don't know. Oh, Melissa has to head out. Thanks, Melissa.
Bye.
Robin said Brad Garrett was the perfect voice actor for Eeyore in the live action. I think he stole that movie.
Eeyore in Christopher Robin made me so happy. I love the scene where where Christopher Robin's fighting the Heffalump.
Yes.
He really is Christopher Robin. It's like, keep going, Eeyore. Oh, I love that one. Okay, let's see. Who else are we thinking? Owl?
Oh, that one. You may need more than 3 words.
He certainly has more than 3.
I would say confident.
He's very confident. Yes. I don't want to say intelligent, because I feel like he's
intelligent. Yeah. But
pretty self-reliant, I think. Like, he acknowledges that Christopher Robin is a little bit smarter than him, but also he doesn't...
But not much.
He doesn't feel the need to ask for Christopher Robin's help.
That's a good point.
Ever. Yeah.
Because I do feel like the other characters are totally willing to, like, come to Christopher
Their
Robin
first
with
instinct
their issues.
is go ask Christopher Robin. Unless it's something about writing, and then they're like, go ask Owl.
Yeah.
To write out a word that does not look anything like it's supposed to.
Vicky hasn't seen Christopher Robin yet.
Oh, girl, you gotta see it. It's so good.
I cried.
I cried both times. I've seen it twice now, and I've cried both times.
So Alicia said pompous and entitled. Entitled is a good word.
Talkative. Janice, yes, very talkative.
Robin said fatherly. He thinks he's wise.
He thinks he's wise.
And independent. Janine, wise, thinker, and proud. Robin said the plush from Christopher Robin are beautiful. Yes, they are. And I
wanted them so badly, but they were all sold out of the park so
you got
fast.
The pops.
I did. I got the pops.
They're up here.
They're up there. My brother got me for Christmas, but
yeah,
I didn't get the plushes that
what
I was so
really
sad.
like about the new design in the movie and the new plush is that they have that old, like, worn look, which I think fits the characters perfectly because you can tell by the whole kind of premise of the story is that they're played with.
Yes.
Like, they're used toys.
Yeah.
Played
with out in the forest by a child.
So they would look like that.
Yes.
So, yeah, I love them too.
Also, I didn't even realize this until I saw Christopher Robin, but now that I'm reading the book again and looking back at the illustrations, the owl and rabbit are not actually stuffed animals. Like, they're just animals that are out in the woods. Because they are in the movie that they aren't stuffed animals, they're an actual owl and an actual rabbit. And
did anyone else notice that
when I was looking back at the illustrations later, I was like, yeah, they, like, look more realistic.
Yeah, less plush.
Than the other characters do.
Interesting.
Because you see Owl's got all of his feathers and stuff, and Rabbit's an actual, like, rabbit. Huh. So, I think Disney, the Disney movies kind of didn't change that, but, I mean, Rabbit is yellow in the movies, and he's not in the books. He's brown. But, yeah, it's interesting to me. It didn't even occur to me till I saw Christopher Robin, and I was like, are they not stuffed?
Yeah. Vicky said they look like old school teddy bears.
They do, yeah.
I love the Tigger one.
Mm-hmm.
They look vintage and worn. I don't have any either. Thanks, Robin, for making us feel better. Oh, and Gopher, Alicia says. So
Gopher's not in
a
the
real
book.
Character.
Yeah, Gopher's a real gopher, but I don't think he's in, at least not this book. He might show up in House of Pooh Corner, but I think he was a fun addition to the movie. I like Gopher. He's funny.
Oh, Janice got some of the plush from her Disney store.
Oh!
Awesome.
I guess we should go look, but there probably won't be any around here.
I just need the Pooh plush from the movie. Yeah. Oh, Robin said she never thought of that before, that some of them aren't plush.
Yeah.
Yeah, that never occurred to me.
Right.
That they weren't all just plushies.
Yeah. Let's see. Oh, I guess we haven't talked about Rabbit. Should we talk about Rabbit? Rabbit. What are 3 words you would use to describe Rabbit? Who has a much, again, like Eeyore, I feel like he got less screen time in the movies.
Yeah.
Because he's often the instigator of a lot of these wacky adventures.
I would say for Rabbit, he's confident. Mm-hmm. He's a leader, and he wants them to follow him. And I do think Rabbit is smarter.
He's very smart, yeah.
I think he's smarter. I don't know that he uses it
as maybe he should.
Yeah, but I definitely think he has more of an understanding of
the world.
Their world.
Like, he's capable of making a list and, like, formulating a plan.
Yes, Robin, we are too. She's going after the Piglet plush in the Disney Wisdom series next month.
I want, like, the whole of the set next month. I'm going to be so broke, but it's going to be worth it.
I feel like Disney knew that we were reading this month. They're like, get all the Pooh merch.
Yes.
Not that Disney, watches us, but I'm just saying. They're trying to get us because we're reading this.
Yes.
Alicia said protective, confident, and persistent.
Protective is a good one, too, yeah. Though not super protective of Piglet. He's like, you can go in. We'll take Roo.
Poor Piglet. And Piglet's like, okay.
Yeah.
Janine said on the go, confident and smart. Mm-hmm. Robin said leader, practical, and a bit fumbling. Yeah.
I would say
I think so, yeah. Vicky said particular. Mm-hmm. Nicole said leader, organized, and proactive.
Another one I would say was persuasive. Because he persuades. It's not hard to persuade Pooh and Piglet to do things, but
be real.
But he manages to do it multiple times by just convincing them that he needs them. They are important to this plan.
That is really conniving.
Rabbit's probably, I would say, the smartest character in the 100 Acre Wood, aside from Christopher Robin. I think Rabbit's got the brains of the operation. Yeah. Let me see. Who else? I feel like I'm missing someone.
Tigger.
Well, Tigger's not in this book. But we can still describe Tigger. You guys want to do Tigger?
I would say, what do you think are Tigger's personality traits that are different than the other characters?
Oh.
Because I think Disney made him specifically different than the other type of characters, so that he would stand out, and all the other characters are like, whoa, what is this?
Yeah, I think he's overly energetic, whereas and he rushes into things, and I feel like the other characters don't.
He's excitable,
right? They determined to do something pretty quickly, but the actual doing of the thing takes a while. And Tigger is not that way. He's just like jump full in head first. Let's do what we're gonna do.
Okay.
Which is why he ends up stuck in a tree. I love him, but he doesn't think things through.
Janine said, poor Piglet, he's just too giving. Vicky said, energetic, joyful, excitable.
Yes.
Alicia, fun, overbearing, and loud.
Overbearing's a good one, too, yeah. He, kind of pushes himself in.
Definitely to the other characters. Yes. They're all like, whoa. Janine said fearless and adventurous. Yes. Yeah. I think that was the whole premise of, what was that kids show? Where it was Pooh and Tigger.
My Friends Tigger and Pooh? Where they were detectives?
Yes.
Yeah.
That was the whole premise of that show, was that Tigger was adventurous, and he's like, let's go fight bad guys. Does anyone else know what we're talking about? Because I don't think it lasted very long.
It didn't. It wasn't. I mean, it was okay. It wasn't. Actually, no, it did last longer than I thought it would.
It was kind of weird.
We were a little old for it by the time it came out. So.
Yeah, yeah, it was just kind of weird.
Yeah.
Let's see. Nicole said impulsive.
Yes.
Robin said, I love Tigger. He's excited, impulsive, and fun-loving. Janice said he's a get-it-done character. Yes. Even before you think about it. Get it done.
Getting done by Tigger.
Starlight T joined us. Hello. Welcome. Yeah, I think Tigger... It's funny because I think Rabbit and Owl are both kind of like those... let me figure out how I can get the other characters to do things for me. Mm-hmm. And Tigger is like, I'm gonna do it. Let's go.
Right.
So...
Yeah.
Yeah, Janice without thinking.
Yes.
Yes. So he's a get-it-done character without thinking.
Very much so. I think Roo is also that way, which I love how they made them such good friends in the movies.
Well, because I think Roo is a kid.
Yeah.
He's a child, and they put that in his character, which I think is great. And that's why you can kind of forgive him for some of the, like, funny things that he does, because he's a kid. Yeah. And then I think Tigger is the same way, although he's not a kid. Like, he's a kid, but he's not.
Yeah.
So...
Roo is the opposite of Owl, or of Rabbit and Eeyore. I feel like he got more screen time than he did page time, because he's not in it very much, as far as the book is concerned.
Which chapter is Roo in?
Well, he's in 2 or 3, but, yeah. When he's in there, and even in his introductory chapter, he's not in it a lot, because Rabbit takes off with him and runs the other way. And my phone is slipping, but we're fine. It's fine. This is
come back to us.
Fine.
We're still trying to figure out like the whole phone tripod thing.
Yeah.
This is new for us.
Yes.
Let's see. Starlet T said Tigger is so adorable but a little curious. Yeah, curious is a good word. Let's see if I can
just... Is it doing it again? Oh, look at that.
Move it down.
Oh, there we go.
There we go. Hello.
Okay.
We're back.
Yeah, adventurous is a good one, too. Too bad he missed the expedition to the North Pole.
I know. That was sad to me.
Although I think they added him into that scene in Piglet's Big Movie.
They did.
Yeah.
Which he should have been the main parts of it, I think.
Yeah.
But it makes sense because he's the kid.
Yeah.
So he's the one who should be, really into that.
Mm-hmm.
One thing I absolutely love about all of the characters in this story is how creative they are and how imaginative. So everything about it, which this is pretty much Disney in a nutshell, is about whatever you can imagine, it becomes real.
Right. So
these characters, they imagine these stories that they play and they, do with each other, and it becomes real for them. And then they are fighting dragons and Heffalumps and not dragons, but they're fighting evil.
And I love how even Pooh eats all of the honey out of the honey pot he was going to give to Eeyore, and then he's like, it's a very useful pot. It's still just as good a gift. It's just a pot.
That's hilarious.
Because I ate the honey.
Alicia said, I love Roo because he's openly curious and not afraid. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think that's like his...
Very childlike.
His childhood.
Mm-hmm.
Janice said, I love the swimming Roo chapter.
Yes. Mm-hmm. Look at me, Mama, I'm swimming. He's one of the ones that I hear the Disney movie voice, for sure, whenever I read his lines. Because it's kind of distinct.
Starlet T said, all the characters have imaginations. Yes.
Yeah.
And they use them.
Mm-hmm. All right. So, did anybody have anything that they wanted to discuss before I tell you what April's book is? Because I'm really excited. It's going to be awesome.
Any character or any chapters that you liked? Any chapters that you thought were weird? That you're like, question. What is happening here?
I'm confused. I mean, a few of them are a little odd, but it's like whimsical odd. It's almost like Alice in Wonderland kind of odd, where it's like you enjoy it, but you're just kind of confused.
Yeah. Oh, Nicole said thank you. Thank you for bringing light to literature.
Aww.
That is one of the things that we are, wanted to do, because reading, I think, is like a dying art in a lot of ways. Yeah. And so, yeah.
But books are amazing.
Okay, Starlet TA said, I have to go. Thank you for popping in. Anna said, I'm enjoying the book.
Good. I'm glad.
Okay, Janice said, what did you think was a sad part?
A sad part.
And then Vicky said just the mental health side of it. So, the saddest part.
I mean, I don't like saying goodbye. I don't like the ending. It's sad. But, I mean, I always feel kind of sad with Eeyore, because, like, he's off by himself. And he never, like, the others have to come to him. Like, oftentimes they interact with one another, and they move around
I
together.
think Eeyore's the saddest part.
Yeah, but Eeyore is off by himself, and they come to him. They do come to him, and they,
but he
bring
doesn't,
him in, but he
insert
doesn't go out
himself into them, yeah.
Right. It's a little sad.
They always do bring Eeyore into the mix, though, which is nice, yeah.
Yeah. He's definitely not lacking in friends.
Vicky said, what do you think of people reading into it too much?
Yeah, I think
the mental health.
Right. I've heard those kind of things. I don't love it, but I understand it. I mean, if it helps people see themselves, I guess, in literature, then that's what books are for. But also, I mean, I don't put too much stock in it, but it's never been something that I've needed. Does that make sense? So,
Janice said, I thought the Roo Swap was a little bit sad or something.
Yeah, the Roo Swap. What I love about Kanga, here's one of the things I love about her, is, like, it says she was frightened for a moment, and then she realized that Christopher Robin would never let anything bad happen to Roo, and she feels, and she's like, if they're playing a game with me, I'll play a game with them. And, like, she notices immediately.
I love Kanga.
Kanga is
so
great.
much. And, like, even in the movie, which movie is it Piglet, where she gives Piglet?
Yeah, Piglet's big movie.
That whole scene, like, I love it so much because Kanga, like, you just get this sense, and we said that we thought that Rabbit was, like, the smartest. I think Kanga's the smartest in the 100 Acre Wood because she understands where the other characters are coming from and, like, their thoughts.
Yeah.
And yet she knows what's best for them. And so she's like, I'm just gonna let him, like, in relation to the bath scene, where she's like, I'm just gonna let him do his thing, worry about his worry. Yeah. And then in the end she gives him, like, cookies and stuff, and she's like, I knew. So I love Kanga.
Yeah.
Janine said, which character do you think you are like? That's a good one.
I like to think I'm like Pooh, but I'm probably Piglet. So
yeah. I think
I'm not as, like, outgoing as Pooh.
And you're not as literal as Pooh.
Right. Pooh's pretty outgoing. I might be like Kanga.
I was thinking Kanga. We just talked about how smart she is, and we're like,
I'm like Kanga.
No. In her, like, relationships to the other characters,
yeah.
she's really
pretty
intelligent.
Motherly.
She's pretty motherly. She has all of those intuitions.
She's quite sarcastic too, I feel.
Yeah.
She'd be one that tells pretty sarcastic jokes.
Yeah. Which is so funny. And then she tells them, to the characters, and they're like,
they don't understand it. They don't get the irony or anything.
It's so funny because they don't think like that.
Literally.
Nicole said, I think the beauty in literature is to prompt imagination, inspire thoughts, and we are all to interpret stories differently.
Mm-hmm.
Unless we talk to...
yeah, I guess only A.A. Milne is gonna would know the answers.
I totally wish we could do that. Like, sit down and ask, all these questions.
Interview with A.A. Milne, that would be cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
To know, like, what were your thoughts while you were
were you thinking this deep into it, or were you just telling bedtime stories.
I think that about Disney all the time.
Yeah,
In
yeah.
like Disney movies, you're like, did they? I mean, Disney always means to do it. So if you see something, you're like, did Disney mean to do that?
Yeah.
They probably did. But yeah.
Yeah. Let's see if we had anything else.
Nicole said, I personally see that there are differences in the characters, so we can find a character that designates with us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That resonates with
I think
us.
so.
I think that's definitely true. Which character are you? Or did you say Kanga too?
I think Kanga.
Yeah.
I was thinking Kanga because of like the motherly.
When you were younger, I would have said like Rabbit for you, but I can see Kanga now.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so who's ready to figure out which book we're reading in April?
I am.
I'm really excited. So, the poll is actually pretty.
Drumroll.
Sorry,
you said
drum
drum
roll.
first.
The poll was actually last month's poll was way closer than this month's, and I found that really interesting.
What were the options for this one?
The 3 options for this month were The Jungle Book, Peter and the Starcatchers, and Little Mermaid. I don't know why I thought Alice for some reason. I guess Peter and Alice are like together in my head. But yeah, so those are our 3 options. And
Nicole saw a sneak peek.
I know, I'm so bad at spoilers. The winner is Peter and the Starcatchers by Dave Barry.
This one won.
Ridley Pearson. It was
by
like
a lot.
it was a lot. I think Jungle Book. Jungle Book only had 1 vote. Little Mermaid had 2, and then everybody else voted for this. So, yes, we'll be reading this month. And I realized, because I've been trying to describe this book to you guys in like 3 videos now, I could just read you the synopsis, and that would tell you all you need to know. So, here's the synopsis of Peter and the Starcatchers by Dave Barry and Ridley Pearson. In an evocative and fast-paced adventure on the high seas and on a faraway island, an orphan boy named Peter and his mysterious new friend Molly overcome bands of pirates and thieves in their quest to keep a fantastical secret safe and save the world from evil. Best-selling authors Dave Barry and Ridley Pearson have turned back the clock to reveal the wonderful story that precedes J.M. Barrie's beloved Peter Pan. Peter and the Starcatchers is brimming with richly developed characters, from the scary but somehow familiar Blackstash and ferocious Mr. Grin, to the sweet but sophisticated Molly and fearless Peter. Molly is my favorite character. I'll tell you that right now. Aboard the Neverland is a trunk that holds the greatest treasure on Earth. But is it gold, jewels, or something far more mysterious and dangerous? Roiling waves and raging storms, skullduggery and pirate treachery provide the backdrop for battles at sea. Bone-crushing breakers eventually land our characters on Mollusk Island, where the action really heats up. And that is what you can expect from Peter and the Starcatchers. Yeah. So you remember this book? Because we read this together.
We did.
Way
a long
back
time
in the day.
ago.
I read it out loud to her and our brother.
Yeah.
How I read this whole thing out loud
It took
as
a while.
a 12-year-old, I don't know how I did it and didn't completely lose my voice for the rest of my life.
Let's see. Yay!
Yay!
Nicole said we were reading it already because my daughter so wanted to read it. So you got a head start.
I will tell y'all, there are some there are like more scary parts in this, but I don't think there are too many scary bits in this one. The other books get pretty scary. There's 5 books total in the series. And they only get bigger, which is the thing. They only get bigger from here. But yeah, this first one's pretty awesome.
Vicky said the Jungle Book vote was mine.
Oh, I know. I saw
Because
in one of your hauls you just hauled
bought
it, right?
Yep.
Yes. Yeah, we'll definitely have to read that at some
Yeah.
point, Vicky.
And one of the things so far what we've done for the book club votes is that the book that gets the second most votes goes into the next month's pool. So I'm sure it'll come back again and we can vote on it again.
Yeah, even if it doesn't like immediately carry over, it'll be back in the mix for sure.
She said excited for this though.
Yay.
Alicia said sounds like a great adventure. Robin sounds exciting. Janice said I did the audio a few years ago. Excited for this again. Oh, so you've read it before.
The audiobook for this one I remember was pretty good. I listened to it once, but yeah. So this is our next we're going to Neverland, y'all. We went
Prepare
from
yourselves.
the 100 Acre Wood off to, I guess, Mollusk Island at this point. It's not quite Neverland yet. What do you have? What do you want?
I was just gonna say, so we're gonna try to make these live shows in a monthly thing.
Yes.
So at the end of each book, we'll sit down and discuss it like we did today.
Mm-hmm.
We're hoping to do the last Saturday of every month, so you can kind of like expect it.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes it might have to change around a little bit, but that's our plan.
And I will have a video in like the second to last week of April talking about the May picks, and I will have a date and time for sure for the live show.
Yeah.
So
if you need any more information on the book club in general, we have a playlist on our... Do we have a playlist? Yeah. On our...
If not, I will make one in like 5
Sorry.
minutes when we're done. No, we have one of just like our bookish videos.
I was going to
so
say,
I need to make a
so
specific one for
we'll
this,
have a playlist on our YouTube channel of all of the book club videos, so you can go find those.
Yes.
Janine said, it's my first time catching your live stream, and I had a great time. We had a great time, too.
It's our first ever live stream, so...
That might be why.
We're all in this together.
And we gotta get High School Musical in there somewhere.
Oh, no.
Okay. Alicia said, great job, ladies. Looking forward to next month. Thank you. This was so much fun.
Yeah.
I love chatting with you guys.
Mm-hmm.
That's one of my favorite parts about YouTube is getting to talk to you guys in the comment section. So this is like
fun.
an immediate version of the comment section. So it's pretty
garbage.
awesome. Yeah. Anything else we need to mention?
I don't think so. Did everyone enjoy it?
Oh,
I guess
so
we
we're
should
going to
ask
talk
that.
about possibly doing a reading plan.
Oh! I have a question. Okay, so for this book, does anyone want me to put together a reading plan that's almost like how many chapters you should read every week to finish by the end of the month kind of a thing? To give you like, by this date you should be here or whatever in order to finish at the end of the month. Because knowing her reading schedules, it's good to have like almost a deadline, but it's not really a deadline. Like, it's totally chill. But
it's not as easy for me to like sit down and read a bunch.
Right. And this one's much bigger
so
than Winnie-the-Pooh was, because this is, how many pages are we looking at? 451 pages. So, are you guys interested in that? Would you want me to put that together? And if I put together a Facebook group, I can just post it there.
That's true.
So there we go.
I think we will work on the Facebook group.
Yes.
A couple of you said that you would want that.
Yeah.
So we're going to try
I'll
to
work
do
on that.
Anna said, yes, please.
Okay. Sounds good.
And then Alicia said, maybe some questions to think about while reading would be
Discussion
helpful.
questions. That's a good idea.
That's a good idea. Yeah, I think we might try to do the trivia thing in this live show every month, because that's really fun, and everyone likes trivia.
Mm-hmm.
So, all right. So I think that's it for tonight. Thank you to everybody who joined us. It was so much fun.
We hope you had fun reading along with us and discussing the 100 Acre Wood Gang.
Yep.
I'm always happy to visit them again. So
yeah, so we will see you in the next live show next month, but we'll see you on the YouTube channel
on Monday.
So we'll see you guys later. Bye.
Bye.